Hey there, this is Anna from Anna Aspinus Designs. Hello 2026. It's been a while since I have stepped into the space and created a video. I'm hoping that throughout this year I'll be able to pop in a bit more frequently and share some techniques and some thoughts about digital scrapbooking, memory keeping, storytelling, and photo book making. I wanted to start with this layout here that I created with some photos from Christmas and really just some thoughts I had about scrapbooking in general. It's interesting because when I look at this page, it's really not scrapbooking. We really have moved forward from those days where we would take those images, clip them out, and stick them randomly on a piece of paper. There are lots of different programs to create scrapbook pages, memory keeping pages, whatever you want to call it. I've been in this space for 23 years and I don't think that we have accurately come up with a way to describe digitally taking images, combining them with art, words, stories, and memories to create these keepsakes. And really what I'm trying to do when I create a so-called scrapbook page is to capture a feeling, get some of those photos off my camera or my phone and do something with them that's going to be meaningful, perhaps for my children, for myself in the future. It's more than just scrapbooking or storytelling or creating a photo book keepsake. It's really about capturing in a creative way our human experience. I think just generally as people, we live creatively in how we go about building and living our lives. And so what I'm trying to do here is a reflection of that and to pause some of those moments that would otherwise go unnoticed in the humdrum of our daily lives. So I started this page with the notion of a feeling, how do I capture this day, this Christmas event, and sum it up in a creative composition made with images, digital artistry, and of course some accompanying words. For this layout, I'm working in Adobe Photoshop. This is the full version. I have my tools panel on the left and I have my layers panel on the right. Within the layers panel, you can see various folders which organize the different components of my scrapbook page. So I'm going to quickly go through this today. If you want to learn more about how to put the basics of a scrapbook page together, you can go over to my website. Link is below in the description. And I have a free class with some digital supplies to get you started. But I essentially started with the frames for this page. So these frames came actually from a template album that I have just released in the store. This template album is actually designed to create a complete photo book project. And you would use a double page spread for each month of the year and then have it printed at the end of the year. I just wanted to use the frames from one of the templates. You can see these frames here. I introduced these into my layout design, and that became the foundation for part of my focal point. So I clipped some papers and some artsy cards to the background papers. I show you the clipping mask function in that free class at Anna Aspinus Designs. And then I also added this fun extraction here on top of the frames. And this is one of my favorite things about Adobe Photoshop, is that they keep updating all of the tools. And part of that has been to add a new single button remove background tool that allows you to remove simply and quickly the backgrounds of your images. So I have been enjoying doing that. I then added this background layer. This creates a nice foundation. You can also see that I have this ribbon in here that's sort of tucked in between those frame layers. That will start to make sense as we start to introduce some of the other elements. So once I had my frames in position, I then began adding in some extractions of subjects or some different elements to support my page. So I have a Christmas tree that was also extracted, and I have a photo of myself, and then I added a small element from Art Play Palette Birthday to the top of the tree. And then there was some more extractions that came in, one of my daughter and my dog, as well as my husband in the mix here. So you can see how I am just kind of piecing these together like a jigsaw puzzle to create a composition. Notice also how all of these elements are closely positioned together. So once I have my photos, my images in place, I'm essentially building the feeling by using different components of that Christmas event. I then want to embellish that with some digital elements. So I added in this multimedia element. This has a fun photo glow that adds some nice coloring and lighting into the mix, as well as some other elements. There's this fun poinsettia flower element that sort of mats my little dog here that's sitting on the pillow. And now this ribbon placement makes a little bit more sense, as it also serves to draw the eye to that focal point. And then I also added in some twine here and added in some transfers to mat that composition. So you can see we've got this small gold transfer at the top here. I've added in this fun paper texture. This adds some visual interest to the page. It's really great to add some dimension into these flat digital pages to give them a little bit more pep. And then I have some other textual transfer components just to kind of mat and draw the eye into those images. From here, I add in some words, and I love the placement of these words because they serve to sort of cover up that harsh line here from where the edge of the photo sort of ends. So the word art came again from those month review templates. If I go to the almost last folder here, you can see that these templates include various types of word art. There are some scattered words, there's some beaded threads here, there are some word labels or labeled words, and then some wood words. So I just basically opened up this template into my workspace, and then you can see that the layers change, and I have all of these individual layers, and I'm able to access those by clicking on that, using the Move tool from the Tools panel, holding down the Shift button on your keyboard, and then selecting the remainder of those word elements. And then with, again, that Move tool selected, you're going to hold down that left mouse button, click, drag, and then release that left mouse button to drag those elements into position. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag that down to the trash can at the bottom of the layers panel here to remove that. And so that basically adds the images, it adds some embellishment, it adds some context with a title. Typically, I would add some words describing the event. In this case, I wanted to reflect that feeling and just add a simple quote. So I found this quote by Helen Keller that says, "Things must be felt within the heart." And that's really what I was trying to achieve here, is to bring and express some feeling through my photos and through the artistry to share a memory of this Christmas 2025. The last little fun feature of my page is this fun little title hanger here. The hanger is actually a free element. I've provided a link for that down in the description, but notice how it holds this fun little merry sticker style title. And I provided some instruction in my newsletter this week, and I'm going to go ahead and just demonstrate that quickly now. If I go ahead and select the Move tool from the Tools panel and ensure that Auto Select option is checked, and then actually physically click on that element, it's going to make sure I have that element selected, and it's going to select the correlating layer in the Layers panel. But this allows me to just move it over here so we can see it just a little bit better. Now this element started life just as a single word. This is a word that I have provided in one of my word art sets located over at oscraps.com. You could also use the type tool. Go ahead and click and just type the word Mary in whatever font you like. So it doesn't really matter where you start, you just need sort of a black word. And then you're going to add a stroke and a drop shadow layer style in order to give that word not only some sticker style appeal, but it's also going to add some dimension to it as well. So to do this, you're going to go to layer style, and you're first of all going to go to stroke, and then you're going to increase the size, and you want to make sure that you have the position set to outside so you can actually see the effect. And then you want to change the color to white. So I'm going to click on the very corner here, and you can see that that is quite thick. So we'll just bring this size down just to an appropriate level for the size and the thickness of the letters here. And then straight from here, we can also add a drop shadow layer style. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, check that box. Go ahead and access that by actually clicking on the words. And this allows us then to increase the size of that shadow. And you can see that's changing over here as I'm moving these levers to get something that looks fairly realistic. And then once you're happy with that, you can click OK. Notice now that you can see these effects appear in our layers panel, and I can double click on those at any time to bring up that dialog box, and we can either go over to the drop shadow layer style to play with any of these settings either in the drop shadow sphere or in the stroke layer style as well. Once you're happy with it, click OK, and then it's a matter of, with that move tool selected, clicking and dragging. And so if I wanted to, I could totally change this. I could bring this out like this. I could also go ahead and I could change the font. So if I wanted to select more of a script style font, this is a Tasty 2 regular font that I have in my panel. And so you have lots of options for creating that sticker style effect. So I think I'm going to leave that here today. Like I said, I'm hoping to be back in this space a little bit more frequently with some shorter videos, and hopefully they're helpful to you. Leave me a comment, like this video if you would like to see more of this kind of thing, and I will be back in this space again very soon. Take care.